It's so good to see a lot of you again. You guys deserve real talk. You're adults, and I feel like you deserve to be spoken to like adults that that deserve someone that is going to tell you the truth, that is going to look you in the eye and say maybe something that you don't want to hear, but at least it's the truth. And that's what I want to bring to you. I will talk about my platform first. First of all, I just want to say thank you for having me here in your area. Number one, let's talk about the shutdown. I'm pretty sure most people in here know what my idea is about the shutdown and what powers Governor Abbott should have in a shutdown. To me, it's zero. Zero. He has zero authority to shut down Texas ever. So, if something were to happen again, which I hope that it doesn't, it is not up to Governor Abbott to tell you what to do. You are grown adults. You take care of your family and yourself. You have personal responsibility. And no one in the government should be telling you what to do, because the government is there to protect your rights. They are not there to protect your safety. You protect your safety. Number two, let's talk about constitutional carry. My opponent's been in office for 8 years. He sided with the Democrats when it came to constitutional carry. It has been since the last 7 years they've been trying to bring up constitutional carry. He has passed it up every single time. Those are facts. I plan to author and carry that bill if it needs to be redone or whatever, but in the Senate, I will carry that bill. You guys have deserved constitutional carry. You were born with those God-given, unalienable rights. Your Second Amendment. The government should not be involved in your guns at all, especially if something crazy happens on Tuesday. I tell everybody, if something crazy happens on Tuesday, do not show up on my property unannounced. Because we bought 6 guns in the last 2 months, just in case. So, I think that you should be able to carry whatever gun you want, whatever ammo you want, anywhere you want, without a license, without a registration, as long as you don't have a felony and the government can't blink at you. That is your right. Number 3, let's talk about abortion. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a big difference between pro-life and abolishing abortion. With our new Supreme Court justice going into effect, now it's up to the states. It's going to be up to the states soon to decide what we do with abortion, and Texas needs to finally lead the way when it comes to this. We need to completely abolish abortion, and oh, we might take a few steps towards that, and give me this, give me that. No, we're killing babies. We're killing babies. There is no give or take on this. We have a way of doing this. Instead of last time they wanted to go after the female, who's sometimes 12 and 13 years old, put her in jail. I admit, that wasn't a good bill. They need to go after the doctors. And we need to keep even teaching how to do abortions in med school at all in Texas. So we go after the doctors, it's criminal against them. We stop abortions in Texas, right on the spot. Give me some water, please. Okay, so the real talk that I'm going to talk to you guys about, besides property taxes, we're 5th highest in Texas as far as property taxes are concerned. And we always talk about the government is always saying, well, we'll put a cap on this and we'll lower this, and then our appraisal districts raise the price of our house and it's crazy and you can't even fight it, all these things going on, right? Property taxes are illegal and unconstitutional in my mind. And if you cut government spending enough, because of even what Representative Springer says, we have people that we are paying for to live here that don't belong here. Their hospital, their medical bills, their food, their housing. It's like we're having this giant party for them to come. I would come to another country too if they paid for all my stuff. It's like, here's the chips and nachos, come on over. If we stop doing that, if we stop giving Governor Abbott all of our money that he doesn't ask for to do contact tracing on us. Did you guys agree to that? No. Because the bill is millions, thank you, millions of dollars of your money going that you didn't want to go to, tracing you. Do you want to be traced here in Erath County? I don't. It's none of anyone's business where I've been. My opponent is endorsed by Governor Abbott. So let's talk about if the shutdown happens again, who's going to side with our governor? Who is already siding with our governor? Who said for everybody to stay home and wear a mask on their social media when I was in jail saying open up and let everybody open up? These are factual things, you guys. Now, here comes the real talk, and this is just factual. And the main thing that I want to talk to you about is, the biggest question people ask me is, well, what are you going to do because you're not a politician? You're damn right I'm not. I don't want to be. I don't want to be a politician.
Yay.
I don't want to be. I have 0 contributions from a lobbyist. My opponent has 85% of his contributions on his campaign from lobbyists and PACs. He even held a fundraiser in Austin, in a building full of lobbyists. So if you want to know where my strings are attached to, it's to you. Endorsements, yeah, I have some, but does it matter? You guys matter to me more than any endorsements that I can throw out to you or whatever. Those endorsements don't mean much to me. You guys mean everything to me. I live in Pilot Point. I don't go to Dallas very often. I own a salon there, but I'm not a Dallas person that hangs out in Dallas. I hate Dallas. I taught school for 13 years. I have much more insight on education and things like that. I was a department head for a foreign language department. The reform in our schools needs to happen quickly. And we for sure do not want Austin deciding what we teach in Erath County, for sure. I don't want gay and lesbian teachings, and I don't want my kids getting sexual education as a 10-year-old.
Nope.
No thanks. And they need to realize that it needs to be small governments, small groups of people deciding what our kids are learning, and our parents need to have full access of every book, every resource, everything that's happening in a school. When's the last time that you as a parent have gone to the school and said, let me see what books you're about to put in? I need to go through those, and then go, okay, yeah, sure.
They won't show you.
That's a problem. That's a problem. And it starts small. It starts small. So we keep Erath County, and whatever they do in Austin, they can do it, but they're not going to do it to SD 30. And that's what I'm going to stand up for, and that's what I'm going to stand up to. And if you think that I've stood up to Governor Abbott, you've seen nothing yet.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Now, here's the real talk that I promised you. My opponent is going to sling mud at me because he has nothing else to do. He has nothing else to say about me. I don't have a voting record in Congress. I don't have in government. I've never been there. I've never done that. I get it. My opponent's campaign put a picture of me and my dad who's 74, walking down the aisle with a note under it that says, who is she sleeping with this month?
Boo.
They did not.
Yes, he
Yes, he
did.
did.
Yes, he did. I have a picture.
Can we go, please?
I have the picture.
Folks, I'm gonna ask you again, let's let them have their say. Following this, I will give you all the opportunity to visit with them, but we're not gonna lose control of this meeting. Am I clear? Thank you.
We have pictures. And they actually put it outside the Parker County GOP. And when it was taken down, it was put back up again. He also put out flyers and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars saying that I support Black Lives Matter. My children's dad is a DPS officer. My husband's father is a Secret Service officer. They tried to burn down my salon. They threatened to kill my family. And just like what the mayor said when I had a 2-hour discussion with him, when they had issues with Black Lives Matter, they marched together because they found that they actually did have something in common, what they were fighting for, and it was better than an all-out brawl. But he used that against me and said, I back Black Lives Matter 1 week before the race. Otherwise, I would be standing up here fighting against a Democrat. They've also called CPS. They also called my former students and asked them if I had an inappropriate relationship with them, asking one of my former students if one of their children might be mine. These are just a few of the things that my opponent will do to win this race. And if you want someone like that, please be my guest. But if you want change, and if you want someone that's real and authentic and is here for you, that will not go below the belt to win this election, then you're looking at it right here. I refuse, and we have plenty, but I refuse to hit this man below the belt. We will talk about things in office, Chinese drone bills that he's authored, things that he's done in the past as far as voting is concerned, but I will not hit him personally because I promised from the beginning that I'm not a politician and I'm not gonna act like one, and you will always get that from me. I will always be honest with you and I will never lie to you. If you want change in government and you're tired of what's been happening,